What is going on, everybody, in the Epiko Regal world? And today we're going to be going over strategies. And I've recorded some games lately, and I want to go over, the plays that I did, and some of them I lost, and why is it that I lost, to help you become the next tier player and give you some insight of my mind on how I play the game and how you can win and step your game up to the next level. Also, there is a guy that I believe is German, and he is Veveversum, and he has been doing some Epiko Regal as well, and we're going to be going over the charts that he's come up with. Now, granted, I don't understand a word he is saying, but at the end of the day, he is going over the attackers, which is going to be at the top part here, and the bottom part is defensive cards. And why is he playing these? Why are these in top tiers that he likes? Let's see if I agree with him. So we'll go ahead and jump into that right quick. It's just a little short video. I bounced towards, a little shy of 10 minutes into the video. And we're going to go over and see if I agree with this. So we're going to go ahead and play. He's kind of got a lot of cards up there already. Right now, definitely for the attacking Nicole, I definitely agree with him 100%. We'll go ahead and pause this right quick. Mechanath is good. He's a 4 elixir card. You'll be able to push real good with him. He is kind of paper thin, and I would normally use him maybe for like early game players. He's really good. I do think he has a place and purpose. Just right now, with the current situation of cards that I have, I don't use him. I'd like to throw him in there. It just doesn't work and mix well. The Sampath here, I've tried using it, hadn't had much luck. It is an aerial type, so with the current meta, I feel like a lot of players are running ground, so that's probably why he's got this up there. It has a lot of HP, does pretty good damage, and I agree with that to some extent. Even though I don't run it, I do feel like that is a pretty good attacking card, because if people are running this Coconut Army right now, and it's the #1 card that people are playing to kind of counter Nicole, Saha, and Angad that you're running up, this might actually be the answer, and I might have to revisit this card, Sampath, the Ultra Epic, and it might be the key to the solution. So I'm glad to see this video. I'm going to try that out soon. And Jawala, I believe is this girl's name, the Ultra Epic, does AoE Fireball. The only problem is it's 5 elixir, she's super slow and kind of paper thin, where I believe this other guy, the wizard guy, he's 5 elixir as well, and I believe has more HP, might not do as much damage. But if you're needing to take out that Coconut Army, he could be a good solution. It's just right now I'm trying to keep my elixir deck real low, because there's nothing worse than seeing a whole bunch of crap come and you gotta you got 2 to 3 elixir and you gotta wait for 2 more to drop a card. So very interesting. For attacking, I feel like Jimvanta should maybe be in an A tier or B tier for sure, at least. I feel like that should be bumped up. Vera is, I actually leveled him to 10. He's pretty good. He's slow. You kind of got to use Kanara right here to push him up to the tower fast. She does the AoE. So those two comboed up together right here would probably be good for the Coconut Army, because she's going to AoE swipe them all out of the way. He's going to go to the tower, do some damage, and if they do take him out, he does AoE splash damage, which will take out the Coconut Army as well. So you notice I'm kind of talking about the Coconut Army and how it is kind of the meta card that you got to watch out for. You've got to have Tornado, Poison, some kind of AoE to take that card out, or you will get rolled for sure. So it's definitely had a big impact in the game and how we're going to be playing this stuff in the end. Now, this guy right here, the Blue Archer guy, he probably would be a decent solution. I hadn't tried him in a long time, especially since Coconut Army's come out, but he should do AoE and knock a bunch of Coconut guys out. I hadn't tried it, so we're going to have to see how that works as well. And the other Ultra Epic Arrow guy, he would probably be good for it too, so you could probably drop him behind Vera. He would smoke those Coconut guys and push on up. So it's very interesting to see what he's got for attack cards that I don't use. I'm going to have to try them again. Probably get in my kingdom, do some friendly battles, because I hate going against other players and you jacklegs think you took me out because I'm trying a new deck. So don't be thinking that. Now, down here is his defensive cards, and I definitely agree with it, except for the Goblin Hut here, which is 5 elixir. It does spit out a lot of these guys, and I don't know if it's A tier list. He's got it up there, so it's making me rethink, do I need to start running this for a defensive card? Does this help take out the Coconut Army? And how it works, how much damage it's going to really do. The only reason why I'm not sure, because his card is clearly at level 1, so why he's got this in A tier list, I'm not sure. I wish I understood German or whatever language he's speaking to understand a little bit deeper dive into what he's talking about. We've got 3 Monkey Tree here, which is an S tier card, but right now, unfortunately, it's broke. Once it lands, it takes like 3 to 4 seconds before they even start doing damage, and for some reason, everybody under the sun, when they drop this, they will smoke my entire Coconut Army, my Angad, or whatever I put on them, and then when I try to do that to other people, they just get taken out, and there's apparently a certain way that you can drop this card that does that. I hadn't figured it out yet. I've been working a lot of overtime and just got back from vacation, so I will be finding out soon, and I will be taking you jacklegs out before too long. The cannon is a really good card. The firecrackers for 5 elixir, I just don't think that juice is worth the squeeze. Log is really good for the Coconut Army. Other than that, it's kind of worthless. The disc is a really good card as well, because if it's getting to the point in the game where everybody's hitting level 10 and getting those cards leveled up, and it's getting hard to even take 1 tower out, let alone 2. So when you've got these AoE spells, poison, the disc, and the log, it's going to come down to hundreds, if not tens, of hit points of damage to win. So keep that in mind. To start, at least, I'm a big fan of the poison spell. I actually got the disc to level 10. I just don't use it because I feel like the poison spell does a little bit better overall for that 1 elixir. So let's finish playing this out. Like I said, I'm not sure what he's saying this whole time. He adjusts a bunch of these cards, and we're going to see what he moves up to the A tier list for attacking. But overall, yes, I understand some of these, but a lot of them I'm not too sure on. So he moves Saha up, so I definitely agree. Right now, these 3 right here for sure. That's another good tip. If you're new to the game, maybe this is new to the game, cards for players, I'm not sure. But these 3 right here for sure is in your kingdom. You need to be requesting these because if you're new to the game, odds are the people in your kingdom are going to be way ahead of you. Probably got these guys level 10 because they are commons. They're easy to get, and you can request these, and you will be able to get those level 10 faster sooner than later. So be sure to keep that in mind. Highly recommend those 3 cards right off the bat. If you're new, probably don't request Coconut Army, just for the simple fact that all your OG players are going to be trying to get that to level 10 sooner than later. So please, you can request, do whatever you want, but at the end of the day, I feel like you should work on those 3 cards right there because it will help you out the most. So that's kind of his list. It'll be interesting to see what you guys think. Let me know. I thought that was pretty cool. Just wanted to give this guy a shout out, Veveversum. I will link this video, and you can feel free to watch it and make your own decisions on that. So let's jump back over to Twitter Space. Back on May 2nd, they reset trophies, and depending on what rank you're on, you got reset 30 to 50% of your trophies, and you got a reward for being a top 5 player. So right here, the top 5 people was Old Burnt Turn Slick, Hansel, Boris Bob, Kid Rolla, and Potential Human. And I'm sure within the next 24 to 48 hours, they will be going over the top 5 players and giving them NFTs. And I believe they will be getting Ultra Epic, or I guess the last season they got Epic. So who knows what they're going to give away. I know there's a little bit of frustration out there where a lot of players did a lot of grinding, didn't quite make it to the top 5. I know the frustration is there, but you got to keep in mind that a lot of these people that are in the top 5 have been playing this game for about 3 months now, if not longer, and have that grind in the game where a lot of people have come in the game in the last 2 to 3 weeks, and is really hard. You got to put in some serious time and dedication into the game to get to that So just keep it up. You will get there, and I can assure you this is going to shake some people out. And you're probably going to see some kingdoms probably stop ranking up as high because the frustrations are getting out there. So just stick with the grind, guys. You will get there. They're working on it. Just because they're doing this for the top 5 players right now does not mean that they won't be evolving this, all right? So that's what Discord is for, the ideas and feedback. Let them know. Be nice. Don't be hateful when you're telling them how to do this stuff, because at the end of the day, they got to be a profitable business. This is going to incentivize people to get the game, and there's going to be people that just don't have the time to dedicate to it. Will be able to buy that NFT in Epiko.market at a different time. So this is just a nice little tip of the hat to the people that are putting in the time to grind. So it's going to be interesting to see if they do something along the top 100 players, maybe finding ways to get cheaper NFTs into the system and rewarding those, or giving out codes. I'm sure they're going to do something of that nature, so bear with them. They're working on the game. They're working on a lot of stuff, and it's going to be interesting to see what they've got to do in time. So let's go ahead. Let's scroll up here where they went over the AMA. There's a white paper. We've already done videos on these. Be sure to check it out. I just kind of wanted to recap that. And they'll be announcing, sooner than later what they will be rewarding these players with soon.
Got a protein shake there. So
now, let me go ahead and get rid of that. Here they just kind of announced the spoiler with Epiko.market, where you can create your own NFTs, and I'm going to jump into that. They've got upcoming 2 new stadiums in Epiko Regal, level 11 Frozen Island and level 12 Kurkastura. Let me try to nail this. Kurikshitra. I don't know how to say it, but that's what I'm going to go with. And this is kind of a little look and glimpse of what we're going to be getting into in the new arenas. So that's going to be fun and interesting. And that's really it. Like I said, there'll probably be an update, but the whole point and purpose of this video was to do a battle strategy. And right now this is in beta, alpha, whatever you want to call it. I actually tried connecting my wallet. It wouldn't connect. I did go down here to create, go to create single, select image, and I will be doing this one, which is where I actually won against Venkatesh. That's right, I beat him. He said that if you beat him, he will be giving out NFTs. So be sure if you go against the innovator to beat him, first of all. Second of all, get on Discord, tagging, point and laugh, and take a screenshot and hold him to that, because in the future he has not announced when this will be coming, but it is coming. So I was going to make my first NFT on Epiko.marketplace. You can go here, go to game, because that's kind of what I feel it is. You can type in your item name, Venkatesh must lose, give a description, and then you can go down here and do a royalty, 5, 10%, whatever, instant sale auction. You can do Ethereum, and right now you can do Ethereum and OMI. And I'm sure before too long, when they get the Epiko.token coming out, the Epiko token coming, you can do that and publish now. And whenever I do that, nothing happens. So they're still working on it. They still got a lot to go. I'm sure you can be able to do your profile and all that good stuff, and we will see. So that's one thing you will be seeing sooner than later, where I put that NFT up. And if people want to buy it, that's fine. It will be interesting to see how we can evolve this in the game and make NFTs. And I'm probably going to do something along the lines of, I tried doing a tournament a while back, and that was an absolute nightmare, trying to get people to battle each other. So the only way I can see that I can do this and streamline the process is if I put on here a ticket, a Kid Roller tournament ticket, and I put it for whatever price. And what I'll do is do these tickets. I'll put a set time when this tournament's going to go down, and it'll be 2 hour long for this tournament. And if you buy this ticket, congratulations, you can enter the tournament. But if you don't show up to the tournament, you forfeit. I'm going to make the bracket. you don't show up in that 2 hours or the hour time frame or whatever I set these times that you've got to be there, congratulations, you forfeit. The next person moves forward, and at the end of the tournament, the person will win the whole pot. So be sure to put in the comments down below what you think about this, and would you be interested in buying a tournament ticket in Epiko.market, and we'll see who's going to win, and you're going to win a whole pot. And this is just me. This is not Epiko Regal. This is me doing this, and this is a way that we can get Omi out there for players and have those tournaments, have that fun, that camaraderie, all that good stuff, and what we can do. So let me know in the comments down below what you think. Now, the Epiko Regal Open Sea NFTs, this is a quick glimpse. The Baby Yeti is probably the one I'm going to get sooner than later. This dude's just awesome. It reminds me of Fat Chocobo. Definitely got to get that guy. Venkatesh has been rocking the Mariacha rare card, which is pretty much going to be a awesome, hard-hitting, high HP character. I'm imagining this catapult. Hopefully, it's going to be interesting to see if he makes to the bridge with the tower doesn't hit him, but he sits there and just keeps catapulting, and it forces you to attack that card. So the ancient catapult. The battering ram is going to have a lot of HP, probably slow moving, getting to the tower, but if it actually gets there, it's going to do some significant damage. Then we have this push pack Vimina rare, which I have no idea. I don't even know what this is going to do. I guess it's going to be a stationary tower that sits there and maybe shoots flames or something. Not sure. And the Snow Queen looks pretty sweet. Probably going to freeze cards and doing damage on them and slow those guys down. So that'd probably be a good counter for Jamvanta. And then down here in the Ultra Epics, you have Varuna Ultra Epic. This dude just looks crazy, and I don't even know what he's going to do, but it's probably going to hit hard and probably cost 5 to 6 elixir. Just a quick glimpse of cards coming in the game. They have the NFTs here and all that good stuff. So, before we get any further, I want to load up a video here of my recent games that I've played and how I lost. And let's go over these strategies and how I won as well. So this one is against Ansgar, and he is in my kingdom, which is fine, but he actually beat me in this game, and we're going to figure out why that is. So right off the rip, we're sitting there getting our laughy faces on, letting those elixirs build up. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward just a little bit here. So this right here is a key strategy that you've got to watch out for, and if you're going to be running Jamvanta, you're going to have to run a Tornado Poison, some kind of AoE, because right now the current counter is you drop Jamvanta, and if you drop Angad or even Nakul, Saha, whatever, he's still going to make it to the tower. He's going to get a couple hits in. He's going to get that 600 damage, and if you can just do that every time, you're going to do a lot of work, and it's going to be hard to keep up. But that's where Coconut Army has come in, and in order to counter that, you got to have that AoE spell. So I put down my Coconut Army. Oops. Okay, so I'm going against Asgar here. He's in my kingdom. Got it loaded up. We're about 19 seconds into the game, and a lot of players are running Jamvanta. He runs straight to the tower, and the only way you can really counter him successfully is dropping Dragonflies. He kind of locks him up right now. It's a glitch in the game, so eventually when they fix that, you're going to have to pretty much run Coconut Army to take him out in one swift swoop. Now, if you don't have, if you're running Jamvanta and you don't have a poison spell or tornado spell queued up, then it is going to do, it's going to be taken out real quick by Coconut Army. And you'll see right here, I dropped Coconut Army right there. and he's about to knock Jim Vonta out, but he already had the poison spell queued up, so always be sure to do that if you're running this card, and you'll notice, boom, all Coconut Army's gone. It did do some damage to him, so he probably should have dropped that a little sooner than later, and he got all the way in there. Now, I wanted to note, I figured that was going to happen, so I had Ansgar loaded up, and if you notice right here, or Angad, excuse me, I drop Angad down, he's not swinging, he's glitched out, he's stuck, and then Jim Vonta gets a couple hits in, and just those 2 hits right there cost me the game, and you'll see that at the end. So, we got to get that fixed, team, because Asgard, you good. I don't like losing. Anyway. So I'm going to send Nicole up here. I'm going to put some dragonflies down. That's a good little push. Now, if you can tell, I don't have enough elixir. I should not have dropped those dragonflies. I didn't even think about it. He hasn't dropped his Coconut Army yet. So they surrounded my Nicole. Going to get taken out. So I basically lost 5 elixir and an extra 3 elixir for the dragonflies. And all he dropped was 3 elixir card that wiped all that out. So now I'm already at a negative deficit. So you got to keep that kind of stuff in mind. So they smoked Nicole. Dragonflies are going to pick a few of those off. So he got a very, very good elixir turn. He's coming down hard. I had to drop that down. I figured it would chew up Jim Vonta. It did. Luckily, the witch didn't AoE attack all of them and pop him in one swift swoop, so we kind of went back to even there on our elixir push. And you got to keep that in mind when playing this game. It's all kind of like blackjack. You got to count cards. So if you notice right here, I dropped Jim Vonta. I had my what do you call it, Chakravat, which is aka the tornado, because I figured the coconut guys were coming, but he dropped Nicole, which is a decent play. Jim Vonta got 2 hits in, it looked like, maybe 1. Angad and Dragonflies should take this out, no problem. Decent little elixir on my end to help me out counter that. So Angad's going to go up, get taken out. Let's fast forward. I was getting my Coconut Army right here because I figured Jim Vonta was coming. And usually if you can get your Coconut Army there before they can even drop Jim Vonta, your Coconut Army's going down. They're doing damage on them. By the time they can scroll down, get the Poison or Tornado spell coming, usually he's 3/4 of the way dead. And by the time they drop it, it's already a little bit too late. So I seen where he dropped the Witch up top. I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to force him to go on right side. So I'm going to drop Nicole, drop Jim Vonta down. I should have enough elixir to get Tornado whenever it comes. There it is. So let's go ahead and rewind this. So he just dropped 5 elixir on the left side there. And I dropped Nicole. He's going to do some significant damage. I had basically full elixir at this. So Nicole gets dropped. Drops Angad. He was probably trying to cycle to get Coconut Army up. Drop Jim Vonta. I knew a Coconut Army was coming. Got the Tornado spell down in time. Angad's going to hit him a couple times, but he's going to get that significant damage. But he's trying to keep me on my toes and come on the left side of the map. But that's okay. I've got Coconut Army, not enough mana. So that's one thing you've got to watch out for when you're dropping all kinds of crazy stuff. He did get down there in time. Coconut Army got smoked by the Witch. Had a couple little guys come in, peck away a little bit of damage there. Now I'm kind of behind the 8 ball. And really at this point, it's just kind of even. I'm trying to keep him going. I tried playing the 3-monkey tree right there. Unfortunately, with the delay, it just kind of screwed me and was not worth it. I figured I could get that Coconut Army down in time on the left side to because I figured he'd be at that elixir deficit. So now that I'm sitting up a little bit on the right side, I've got some mana ready to roll. I'm going to drop Jim Vonta. I dropped him down right there, waited till Saha come down, and my tower is going to do some damage on him. And that's going to keep him busy while Jim Vonta runs off. They drop the Coconut Army. Knew it was coming. Just got through dropping 3 Monkey Tree because I figured he would get up there in time so they could finally, after that 3-second delay, do some damage. New Coconut Army's coming. Had the tornado ready to go. Popped it. And I don't know what happened here. So that's another reason why I lost. So if you pay attention to the HP of Jim Vonta, we'll take it clip by clip. Poof, gone. Like, how do you go from 3/4 life in less than half a second to dead? So some kind of weird glitch happened right there as well. And finally, my 3 Monkey Tree started doing some work. Did pretty good. I'm gonna let this play out. Kill Saha. Probably shouldn't have dropped that right there, but Nicole's gonna come down. It's gonna do its work, and that's gonna be a lot of elixir gained back. I did not pay attention in time over there for the Coconut Army. Kind of screwed me. Now I'm just trying to chip away, and that is the match. He had on one tower, I only had 490 left. And on his tower, 780, and the left side, 3,045, where one of mine was 3,301. So that was literally down to less than 100 HP difference. And that's what I was talking about at the start of this. You really got to watch, not for taking towers out, but how much damage you can do. And that's where these poison spells and AoEs really will play a role in this stuff. So the next game here is, I actually played Asgar again right off the rip, and we're going to see how this one plays out. So I did not have Coconut Army right off the bat. I figured Jim Vonta was coming my way. Did not happen. He drops the Witch top. I'm going to get Angad going down at the bottom just to kind of get some XP going. Whole bunch of crap happened right there. I was low on mana. I overexerted myself there a little bit too much, and we're gonna see how I can recover from this. So luckily I got the Coconut Army down, took Jim Vonta down, and Gad's gonna get taken out by the tower. If he gets one hit, that's fine. Don't want to waste any elixir trying to take out a guy that's almost dead. Gonna drop him down, and he's gonna push up. I'm gonna drop the 3 Monkey Tree, and the big delay, he had the poison spell ready, so it just tells me Asgar knows how I play, and he was ready to roll. I'm going to try to keep him. I feel like he's down on HP here. I'm going to keep pressing him. I'm going to drop Jim Vonta down. I'm going to have my tornado ready, so that was the big thing. You notice I got it here. Here comes the Coconut Army, and boom, gone. Jim Vonta is going to do the work that he needs to be doing. He instantly puts a card down to try to get some damage going, but it doesn't look like she got a single fire spell off, so that probably did not help him at all. So that's probably another glitch that need to get worked out. They got a lot coming down the pipeline. Drop Angad down. I'm trying to get my stupid dragonflies. They won't drop. Finally get them down. Take Jim Vonta out. Now I'm going to try to press him, keep him going. Get him ahead because Angad is almost freaking dead. So if I can get him to soak up all the damage, he can get up there, maybe do a little bit of damage on the guys to help me out just a little bit. Oh, did not get that swing. So that is another play that you can be doing, is trying to play both sides. Don't just force yourself on one side. Play both, because it's going to make them make decisions, and hopefully they play a high elixir card on one side that's going to get smoked. There's where the tornado really come in clutch. How did my guy disappear again? So Jim Vonta jumps. They're chewing him up. Tornado. Now he has 3/4 life right there. And all of a sudden, go. Okay. Anyway, worked out. I'm just trying to keep him pressure. I'm trying to keep pressure on him right now so that we can just kill time. We've got 8 seconds left. I just need to keep him busy. I don't need to let him take out a tower, and then I'll get the big W. And that is a wrap. So, redeem myself. 2 battles with Asgar. Congratulations. Also, I got 2 mines. Metal bombs. and got 30 coconut, guys. Super excited about that. And in the next one, I got 72. Now, let's jump into Hotto Whiz, and I'm pretty sure he beats me this time. So just letting the elixir burn. And sure enough, right off the bat. All right, so one thing you should learn from this already. Jumvanta, half poison spell, tornado ready. And this is exactly why. This is textbooks right here. Boom. I only did a little bit of damage to him. He's going to get in there, get a couple hits, probably get 600. Dragonfly's going to come in. See, same scenario. I'm like, all right. He just dropped Jumvanta. He just dropped poison. Okay, he's a little bit behind on elixir. I know I can drop Jumvanta. I'm going to have my tornado ready. Pop it, and boom. Gets to the tower, doesn't have anything down, gets dragonflies, gets caught by one of the tornado spells right there. And keep in mind, tornado does do damage to their tower. It's not a whole lot, but it all adds up. All right, so we're both whooped at this point. We're out of elixir. Who's going to do what? Who's going to pull the trigger? So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward here a little bit. He drops Nakul down, so my answer to Nakul is Angad, but where I screwed up is I dropped Nakul on the right side, so I lose 5 elixir there. Angad gets dropped. I should have dropped Dragonflies right there. I didn't, because I thought between the tower and Angad, they would have took him out sooner, and the freaking 3 monkey tree just wore me out. Now, keep in mind, if for some reason they run a whole pack of coconut armies, they will get completely taken out by the tower before they get down there. So no need to drop a card. Save that elixir. Let them do its work. I'm going to have Jumvanta drop. I'm going to get my tornado ready. And they did not have coconut army, so I'm just going to go ahead and let that go. Let it do its job. Get ready to defend. And that's kind of key. What you want to do is defend. Let that tower help you out and push right behind it, and that's how you save that elixir. So this is another glitch in the game that I really want to see fixed, and it's super frustrating. So we know this coconut army, or excuse me, the 3 monkey tree gets dropped. There's a 3-second delay. They don't do anything. They don't hit the tower. And for some reason, when people drop this, it will just smoke my entire army, and none of my guys will hit them or take them out, and all my guys right here just get smoked. Gone. Like, that's it. Nothing I can do about it. And I just couldn't recover from that. And that was a lot of damage from a 3 monkey tree. So Angad's going to roll up, do a little bit of damage on Saha, get smoked. I'm going to get Dragonflies to do a little bit of work. Angad's going to defend with the Dragonflies. Shouldn't be a problem to take this out. Now, I'm going to try to keep pressure on him because you can't let him recoup, get the spell to go off. And I'm going to take a tower out right here on Hotto Whiz. I dropped that way too high. I should have done that lower. That was where I screwed up right there for sure. So I'm trying to keep pressure on him. He's almost got my tower taken out. Odds are he's going to take it out. What the heck? And my Nakul got smoked instantly from the coconut army. And he's just doing a lot of work. He got that tower down, so now I'm way behind the 8 ball because on my right tower, he's got it down to 878, and that is hard to recover from 16. So I'm trying to hit him on all sides. He's covering, he's defending. That's all he cares about. He's got it in the bag. The only thing I can try to do is slip in and get more total damage, and it's just hard. He's got cards coming everywhere. This is a really good, strong play from Hotto Whiz. Congratulations, buddy. You definitely did what you needed to do. All right, so let's jump into Big Loco Troll, which is in the VV Alley gang. Up and comer. His cards ain't quite leveled up all the way, so I do have the advantage on him. And that was pretty much the key to my success. Yeah, like Chihuahua there is only level 7. So I was expecting Coconut Army to try to take Nakul out, and it came. I just already put the tornado spell away. He's playing the cards right. The dude is going to be a beast as soon as he gets his cards leveled up. He's come a long way. Congratulations, Big Loco Troll. Keep it up. Now, I thought it was interesting. He's running the fruit tree. I have yet to see it used effectively, and this is also another way that Poison Spell and these AoEs will help you. Just what I did right there. You can get tower damage and take out theirs for minimum mana. So let's go ahead and fast forward here. Angad's coming down. He's got a big pack of crap coming. It's crazy. Got the tornado. Jimvanta is just going to go to town on that. His cards are just low level is the only problem there. I missed Jawala in the back, and unfortunately, it all worked out. Jimvanta is going to come down. I'm going to send the cool down there, keep him busy. I know he just dropped a lot of elixir right there, so I'm playing that to my advantage. He did the log spell. Probably should have let that go because I believe Fruit Tree AoE would have took that whole pack out. Could be wrong. He's got a lot of stuff coming down on the left. I'm going to go ahead and do the tornado. Try to keep it back. Drop Nicole. Do some significant damage. Coconut Army on the right side to take Nicole out. I would probably say save a little bit of mana. I think you're dropping a little bit too much stuff there all at once. But it could be a different story once he gets that stuff leveled up. Definitely a different style that I'm used to going against, so it might work out later on. At this point, I got 2 towers down. I'm just keeping pressure on him. It's hard to recover at this point, especially with lower cards. But anyway, good job, buddy. We're going to go ahead and go into this match with King Omi. He is in the VV guild, I believe, Kingdom. So a lot of people like to push Angad and Nicole, and there's a couple things that you can do to defend against this, and one of them is drop Angad down or Nicole, but I probably prefer Angad right there just for the fact that he has a lot of defense. The tower will help. He does AoE, and you can just get so much upside on your elixir. Angad's going to come up. Probably just going to let him die off. Thought about doing the 3 monkey tree, but with that big delay, it's just not going to work. But if that was working properly, everything would have probably been okay. So Jimvanta's coming down. Coconut Army, there's the poison spell. It did enough damage, and I'm not going to worry about it. And that's kind of where you've got to play. If you know somebody's going to be dropping Jimvanta, you've got to play where you're dropping that right off the bat, because a lot of people are going to want to drop that poison spell on your tower so that Jimvanta can run into it, and then the Coconut Army gets smoked, and you get a 2-for-1 where you're doing damage to the tower. So anytime you know this player is going to be running that, be sure to have that army right off the bat, because they're going to get caught right there, and it's going to do a lot of damage, and they're not going to be able to recover from it. So right now my plan is to just chip away at the guy. I know my tower can take this out, but I was like, yes they did. It did a little bit of damage, but I decided to save it. That's one play that you can always do too, if you know they don't have their Coconut Army, is drop Jimvanta and Dragonflies, and then Jimvanta should make it to the tower, and Dragonflies will either hit the tower or hit whatever they've got defending, and then when they come down, you don't have to worry about it as much. So I've got a minute left. I know I've probably got this one in the bag. I feel like I've got the upside on elixir. Everything's going pretty good. I'm just going to try to rush to get that tower down. I'm going to defend. I don't want him to get one tower down. Everything should be fine, and everything will play out. And Gad come down. So one error that he did here is with me dropping Angad in the tower, it's definitely going to take that out. And then this Coconut Army was a complete waste because, oh, well, he did take it out. So maybe not. I'm going to take a little poison there. Do a little bit of 2-for-1 where I can get the aerial and the Jimvanta down, sending everything in. Everything's good. Just trying to run the clock out at this point. I've got a decent amount of mana pool, and I'm just going to defend. We're going to see how this goes. I'm just kind of throwing everything everywhere so I can do as much damage as possible. And it's pretty much a wrap. But anyway, good game, King Omi. You did good, brother. Unfortunately, you just had a couple bad plays, and it's hard to recover when you're going against people that have played the game a lot or have higher cards. Here we have J-Lord Prime. We're going to go ahead and kind of speed through this. His cards just aren't leveled up all the way. He does have level 8 Coconut Army, so that's pretty good. He split it off. I haven't seen anybody split the army there, so that was kind of a fun push. It did work out because he did get some damage on that side, but I've got a lot of stuff going down the pipeline there. But he actually did come out ahead on damage from that because I only got his tower down to 2701. He got mine down to 2251, so that might be something to look at playing where you split the Coconut Army. And if you got the right cut of cards, then you can send 2 low elixir cards down each side and have them follow up, and then your poison spell ain't going to do a whole lot, or your tornado, because you're going to have to pick whatever side you think you can defend the easiest. So right now I'm kind of behind the 8 ball a little bit. I'm trying to regroup because I hadn't played J-Lord Prime a whole lot, so I'm not sure what his style is. I'm going to fast forward here. So he dropped down the coconut guy. He was more focused on doing a hard push on my side. I'm going to do dragonflies, which did not hit any of these guys. And for whatever reason in the game, if stuff's moving and you've got something that's shooting, they don't hit them until they stop. So you got to keep that in mind as well. That's kind of where I screwed up. I shouldn't have dropped that. I should have dropped something else. I was hoping it would pick them off as they move, but they did not work. So there is where I dropped Jamvanta, have my tornado ready, pop gone, and he is just going to do work. He just dropped a 5 elixir card there. Now I'm going to drop minimum stuff here and just kind of defend for the most part and get the best bang for my buck on my elixir. And that's kind of a wrap for the most part. We got 40 seconds left. He's just throwing stuff down. He's trying to take my tower out. Unfortunately, I've just got higher level cards and more mana. So, J-Lord Prime, good game, brother. You're doing a great job. You will definitely be a champion one day. Just keep up the grind, and you are doing great. Cresta. Now, this guy or individual is in the El Español Kingdom, which is in 2nd or 3rd now. I'm not sure since the reset, but they've actually beat me twice, and they did it with like level 6 and level 7 cards, and I still have yet to figure out how. So the person is very good. You can definitely tell they've played other tower defense games. One reason why I dropped the poison on there is they weren't dropping cards, and I had the absolute worst deck cut of cards that I've ever seen on this game, and I couldn't drop anything except for AoEs and poisons and stuff that's just not going to work. So I figured I'd do a little bit of damage, get that tornado down. They're going to do the Angad and a cool push. I'm going to let them get to the tower and try to hit them from behind so that Angad will maybe have a little bit of HP left. And it all worked out for the best because even though they got me down to 1177, I did take out their tower, so that really did help out a lot. So my thought process now is we've got 2 minutes. I have got to defend while trying to chip away at their tower as much as possible because I've got the big advantage here. I did not have enough mana right there, so I've just got to sacrifice my Nicole. That was another error on my part. Do not do that. So I'm trying to spread them out, trying to keep them busy. They dropped the rock tower there, which was actually a really good play. Hats off to you there. Not used to playing people with rock tower. So right now I'm just trying to bleed them out. That's all I'm doing. They're going to do the Angad and Nicole push. I'm going to put Angad down, do some AoE damage, let my tower to take them out. Unfortunately, Nicole kind of glitched out there, so that kind of sucked for them. And we are running down to 1 minute, and they're getting closer. I've got to start trying to do some chip damage. I figured Jamvanta was coming. Yep, I'm going to get my coconut army, drop it down. It did not drop for whatever reason. Did all the damage, and it did hit my tower one time, so that kind of sucked. So like I said, I'm just trying to bleed them out, get this going. Figure Nicole is going to come down behind this person. They're going to try to start chipping away because they figure they're going to take my tower out now. I'm going to put Angad down, Dragonflies, take that out. Hopefully they don't get a tap on there. They're rushing me hard. Luckily, I got Coconut Army down. I know they were tapped on mana at that point. Now I'm going to try to do a hard push and just keep chipping away at them, and that's what's probably going to give me the win on this run right here. So right now they're just trying to push. I'm just trying to keep them busy. They got the log in there, did a really good job on taking out the Coconut Army, but unfortunately, if you don't get that tower out, all that damage does not matter, and that is the game. So Krista, good job. I finally beat you. Hallelujah. Thank you. And that is pretty much it. I just want to throw this up there where I did beat the Innovator. That's right, aka Venkatesh, the man, the legend, and all that good stuff. Now, just want to give a big shout out to all the top warriors right now. Old Burn Turslick sitting in first at 130,000 trophies. The Peter Beater in second. J-Lord Prime in third. Sasakesh in fourth. J Dizzle in fifth. Innovator in sixth. Kama Venga 82 in seventh. Hodl Wiz in eighth. Ice King in ninth. Boris Bob in 10th. And your boy Kid Rolla in 11th. And so on. So congratulations to all the top players that will be getting NFTs before too long. You did a great job and you're killing it. Keep up the great work. Keep in mind, they will be evolving and coming up with great ways to give out NFTs, competitions, tournaments, and how we'll be able to win OMI is still to be determined. They are still working on the fine details of that, so please bear with them. I look forward to playing you guys in it and seeing where this grows and evolves. Just because that's what it is now doesn't mean that's not what it's going to be in the future. So give them time, let them work some stuff out. I'm sure there's some legality stuff coming our way that they've got to work through and figure out as well. And this is the top kingdoms in there, OMI 24/7. That's right. Number 1, Vivi Alley Gang. Number 2, Ikomi Vivi en Español. In the third, Collectors Club in number 4, and Obi Kings and Queens in number 5th place. So that's your top kingdoms. We'll see where this winds up at the end of the month for the next competition that they got coming up. Like I said, they'll probably be releasing in the next couple of days what they will be coming up with for the next giveaways. So if you're needing a kingdom, be sure to join OMI 24/7. You will have to have at least 6,000 trophies before you'll be able to join, because if you can't put in the grind to shine, you're not going to be able to get in there, because I want people that are dedicated to the game and will be putting forth the effort. And I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. But be sure to check out these other kingdoms. These guys are doing good things, got a lot of things coming up, and they've really been killing it. Also, the VV Alley Gang has been doing Twitter spaces where they are talking strategies and playing each other and trying to come up with different things and all that good stuff. So be sure to jump on there and check those guys out as well. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and all that good stuff. And until next time, we'll holler.